Okay. Hello, Mama. This is your yarn luxury mohair. Anyways, and this is your crochet hook. It's a pretty big one. It says on here that it is 10 millimeter, and that's like on the bigger end of things. So you make a slip knot like that. Slip knot, you can pull it out. Crocheting is just a whole bunch of slip knots, basically. So make a little slip knot, stick your crochet hook through the slip knot, and then I guess the technique you'll find on your own. I sort of lace it through my fingers and then pinch the knot. So the hook part, you hook around and pull through. And getting the tension right is going to be tricky at the beginning, but I keep pinching where I am so it doesn't pull too tight. And then pull through. Pinch, hook, pull through. Pinch, hook, pull through. I'm running out of space, but anyway, so I just wanted to get a few of these done. I'll just do a few more. Just a whole bunch of slip knots. So you could just pull this all out right now. It's a little bit fuzzy, so it might be kind of tricky to do that. So I'm keeping it nice and loose. Hopefully you'll like this one, and so it's going to be quite like open, very light. Hopefully that's okay. If not, I can go get you some other materials. So then to go backwards on what you're doing, you sort of like turn this around and you're just hooking through one of the holes that you've already made and making a chain. So hold this in your hand, you sort of go through one of your holes, hook, and then this is called a single crochet. You hook once and then you hook twice. This part's the tricksy part. Okay, try that again. So you pick a hole to go through, this one. You hook once and hook twice. Go through this one. Oops. It's going to be hard a little bit to figure out. I haven't done this in a while. So hook once, hook twice. You can see how it's now making a little bit of a chain. Looks kind of messy, but it all evens itself out and looks cool in the end. Hook once, hook, oops, twice, hook once, hook twice, hook through once, hook through twice. Okay, now to make your holes a little wider, you can do a double crochet. I don't know if I want to get to that right now. I might do it on the second row because it's going to look really... The crocheting usually looks pretty messy until you get a couple of rows done, and then you start to see the pattern coming out. Also, if you were using thicker yarn and a smaller needle, it would sort of bunch together and look like tidier, I guess, right away. But this is the style of Kate's homemade shawls, which you seem to like. We'll hook once, don't pull too tight, hook twice. The whole trick is keeping your tension as even as you can, and that way it looks more like a pattern, if you want to. And then at the end, hook once, hook twice. So in a crochet book, this would be called single crocheting. So there you've got like, you'd be building up rows like this way to make a fairly skinny scarf. So for yours, you're probably going to want to make this like quite a bit longer and then go back and forth and do really long rows. So then to go back the other way, flip this around. Actually, you need to do one single crochet at the end, just one hook on its own, because otherwise your edge will keep cropping in on itself. So this will then go back into here, the very first one. Hook once, hook twice, hook it once, hook twice, hook once, twice, hook once, hook twice. Now you might find it quite difficult to find out which hole to go through. That's okay, because what you want to do is just make sure that whichever one you decide to go through, you go through that each time. So I'm picking these like bigger hoops to go through, like this yellow one right here. So I'm going to go hook once. The easiest one to get through is usually the one I pick. Hook once, hook twice. So this is what it's going to end up looking like. Sort of the pattern. It's very light and fuzzy. It's very soft actually, and it will sort of mat together as you wear it. That's what I like about it. So it's going to probably be hard to pull this out. If you make a mistake, don't worry about it. You just go like this. However, it's going to sort of mat. So the more you handle it, the more hard it will be to pull out your whole piece. Anyways, I'm already starting to have problems. Anyways, you get the idea. And you can always phone if you have any questions.